The Cossack-sponsored Ford Escort you can see reversing off the trailer was once one of the cars driven by the late, great Roger Clark.
Okay, so it's car 8.
And it's Steve Harkness.
Steve Harkness.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
All right.
Can you tell us a little bit about the car?
We've just acquired it. This will be the first event driving it. I've done one last weekend in my old car, which is now subsequently being sold. So this is a 2.5 Millington, built by Dave Atwell. Sorry. Anyway, Dave Allmark, over in North Wales, set up with Dave Willits, and yeah, we're going to try out today and see how we get on with it.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Tom Brotherton and Simon Brotherton, my son, were both driving car 40. We're looking for a good event.
Tell us a bit about the car.
I bought it as a rolling shell with a cage in it, and over about 18 months brought it up to what it is today. The engine's running just over 200 brake. It's just a fun car more than anything. It's never a winning car, but it's more of a fun car. Yeah, we like having fun with it. Good fun.
Well, good luck with the event this weekend.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. It's been a long time since I think March was the last one we've done, so that was down Ampney. And yeah, so we're looking for a bit of fun. And the idea of things not being timed as well, you can really enjoy it.
Just enjoy it, yeah.
Just enjoy it.
Hi, it's John Fox, car 39 that led to Sunbeam.
And tell us a little bit about your history with the event and also the car as well.
Okay, well, it's actually my first time out in this car, which is a replica of the one that won the World Championship in '82. First time out in a Sunbeam for many years. I started my rallying career in the late 80s in a 1600 Sunbeam TI before going on to more modern stuff. Sierras, Cosworths, and ended up racing lots of different Mitsubishi Evos of various specs, which we did until we retired from rallying 5 years ago. So myself and my wife Jane, we did the last one in Sherwood Forest, 6 overall, and we thought that was rallying over, but saw this car up for sale and thought it was a little bit like going back to the future. So we've been through it, got it all out how I want it, and this is the first time we've been out in it since we purchased it. So we're looking forward to see how it goes.
Oh, that's fantastic. Good luck for the event, and have a great weekend.
Okay, thanks very much.
I'm Toby Fairbank. This is car number 37. It's a Mark II Group 4 Escort, and I'm the navigator and I'm the father. I'm Harry Fairbank, and this is our first run out in the car, which we built over the last 2 years, so it'll be quite a nice toe in the water. And it's nice to see all these really lovely cars out here as well at the same time. because a lot of these cars I don't think come out that much because, you know, they're so expensive and there's an awful lot of money here, so it's nice to see them all parked up. But yeah, we're looking forward to a lovely event and some fun.
Could you tell us a little bit about the car though? You built it yourself, so...
Well, it's been built with us with Viking Motorsport, which is Phil Mills up in North Wales. We bought the car as a shell from South Africa actually, and then we stripped it down ourselves, and then we sent it off for dipping, and then the rest was the hard, heavy lifting, which was Phil Mills. And it built the car during lockdown actually, and we finished it. And we took delivery and shakedown with May, June time when the first of the circuits opened up again after lockdown, so we've shaken the car down. We've done probably 50 kilometres in it, and we've just unloaded it and looking forward to this evening's first night stage, which will be very exciting.
That is a perfect Lombard story, to be honest. And what engine are you?
We're running a 2-litre VDG. It's a Sherwood engine, developing 257, 260 brake horsepower. We're running a 4.4 diff at the back, with top speed about 127. And so far we've had it on land down circuit, and the car handles absolutely beautifully. So we're very excited, and we'll enjoy it.
Good luck with the event.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
David Bonning, car number 50.
And tell us a bit about the car, because it's not a real RS200.
No, it's a replica built in 1994, Cosworth engine, Audi A4 gearbox, running around 340, 350 horsepower, two-wheel drive.
Good luck for the weekend.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, I'm Jerry Bailey, and we're running car number 9 for this event.
And tell me about your car.
Well, it's a Lancia Stratos replica. It's not a real one.
Hawk or a...
It's a Hawk, yeah, and it's in the camel livery. And Cathal Curley, who was one of the works checker flag drivers back in the day, he's going to come over and drive the car as well on the event. So that'll be good fun.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So tell me a little bit about the car. So obviously I'm aware of the Hawk kits and so on. Explain about the donut, and did you build it yourself or did you buy it?
No, I didn't build it myself. I bought it mostly like it is now, but we've changed a few things on there. It's got an Alfa Romeo V6 3-litre engine in the back, but it's only really a road car. It's not in full competition spec. So we'll be just doing demonstration runs where you won't be trying to keep up with the quick boys this weekend. But they're very much built like the originals were. All the bodywork fits on the originals. All the suspension pickup points are virtually identical to the original, and I'm told they're very similar to drive to the originals. So they are a pretty authentic replica. They're not just a look-alike. They are a true simile of the original cars.
Right. Thank you very much. Good luck for the weekend.
Thanks very much.
Number 3. Good afternoon, sir. Are you enjoying yourself? Good God. It's the one, the only. It's Louise Aiken Walker. Good on. I didn't recognise you with all the gear on. Good afternoon, Louise.
Trust you. Thanks very much, Mrs.
Are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah, what a great, what a lovely day to be down here. It's great fun.
Did you drive last night?
Yes, we did. It was dark and lovely and slippy and it was good, yeah.
And just for a novelty, unlike today's modern lot, you get to drive in the dark with a lot of headlights on and such like.
I honestly don't know.
Wasn't meant to do that yet. Easy with the old eyesight.
Hi, how you doing? I think I spoke to you with Dave and I, Darren.
Thanks, nice to see you. So there you are.
What we're going to do,
car
when we get out of race.
Number 3, Louise Aiken Walker, the famous, one of Rally's most famous lady drivers. And Louise has always been proof. Ladies are not slow drivers. Right. A car in tribute to the one and only Harry the Man Vatanen, but I can say for certain he's a nice lad, but he's not Harry driving. Good afternoon, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening. Are you enjoying yourself?
It's been interesting, yeah.
Go on, what's been interesting?
We just got lost a few times and...
That's the car driver. He's spending too much time on social media, isn't he?
Just getting out of the hotel. No, it's been great, actually. Great car, great people. Honoured to follow Louise through this stage.
And by the looks of it, you've had some good stages.
Yeah, started a little bit muddy. It's been fun, a little bit skinny.
But unlike the name on the side, Harry Vatanen, he's still in one piece, and by the looks of it, he hasn't been on his lid yet.
Don't see that. You've done it now, haven't you? No, I've got to bring it back in one piece.
Well done. Enjoy the rest of the day. Nice to see you. Right, Malcolm Rich, a good old rally car. Ford Anglia. Are you enjoying it, sir?
Yeah, it's okay. It's just a practice really, because we're going to do the RAC at the end of November, so we're just doing this to find out what's wrong with it.
So that'll be the rally of the test you're doing?
No, the Roger Albert Clark.
We're doing the Roger Albert Clark. In the same car, in the Anglia?
In the Anglia, running Cat 1.
Oh, what are these like to drive on some of these special stages?
Just like the one in front, they drive like an Escort, just not the most quickly.
What you've not got to do is catch and pass the Escort, and that will upset them.
Hopefully.
Right, enjoy the rest of your day. Right, car 4, Louise Aitken, what is it, car 4? Car 3, Louise Aitken Walker, will be away very, very, very soon. Right, we're off, we're underway. Car number 2, Mark 2 Escort, Ari Vatanen, who's hoping not to emulate Mr. Vatanen.
Wait a second! 10 seconds!
And he was spectacular. Well, he still is spectacular when he's out and about, but he either finished an enormous amount of time ahead of everybody, or he parked it up a tree or on his roof or various other things. Right, Triumph, nice little Triumph TR. Car number 34, driven by
Graham Thatcher, navigated by two gentlemen.
And are you enjoying yourself, sir?
Well, we did the first stage, kept the car clean, and we climbed up the field out and running fourth on the road, so we're enjoying it at the moment.
Good. I mean, which engine's this one got in? I mean, the famous ones were the V8s.
Oh, this has got the Sprint engine, which is the first engine they put in the Triumphs for rallying, but developed it then into the V8 then after.
So, unlike the famous V8, this will be, shall we say, probably a little bit kinder to drive.
This is
Well done. Enjoy your day, sir. Now, this has got to be casual. Driving with arm out of the window. This is smooth. Steve Harkness. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
Very well. Are you enjoying your day?
It's getting better, I'm hoping, here, yes. I think we're going to be enjoying these stages now, so for sure, yes.
After this, you go on to the Grand Tour circuit. Are you looking forward to that?
Absolutely, yeah. I think that'll suit the car, suit my driving style fine. So, yeah, we'll have a bit of a laugh there, a bit of fun.
So, did you enjoy last night, driving in the dark?
It wasn't too bad. It would be nice if we had a bit of an idea where we were going. But then, you know, it's one of those, isn't it? So, yeah, it was good. We got there.
Good. Enjoy the rest of the day, sir, and I'll chat to you later on. That's a TR7 away with the Dolomite Sprint engine in. For anybody who's new to rallying, new to spectating, you will never be short of Ford Escorts, especially Mark II Ford Escorts, on the classic rallies. And of course, one of the classic rally drivers is represented here with Cossack, the men's hairspray. I don't know whether men wear hairspray these days, but the one, the only, Roger Albert Clark and Stuart Pegg. Good morning, sorry, good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
How's it going?
I'd rather not answer that.
Are you busy emulating your old Roger Albert?
Sorry?
Are you busy emulating the great Roger Albert?
I'm nowhere near a match for him, I'm afraid.
But you're enjoying yourself? I'll let you get out there, it's a great tune. Just to fool me, this is a left-hand drive. Has anybody told you wheels are the wrong side?
I can't hear you. What did you say?
Has anybody told you the wheels are the wrong side? It's an S going.
I'm passing it over.
How's he going?
All right, good fun.
Are you enjoying it?
Loving it.
Hey, I notice a degree of sarcasm in there somewhere. Enjoy yourself here and go and show old Jeremy how it's done on the Grand Tour circuit. See you later. So yes, let's go. To the road like the Cossack hairspray used to stick to men's heads. Just checking which side the series wheel on. Oh, I've got to interview the co-driver. We have a bashful driver. Do you mind if I open your door? Well done. Navigator Jay Duckett. Are you Jay Duckett?
Yes.
Well done, you've got to check, because these buggers keep bloody changing folk about, you know.
Yeah, no, we're keeping going.
Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, having a good crack.
What have the stages been like up to press?
Sideways.
Well, that's how you're meant to drive one of these, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Very much fun.
So, this is a nice little stage. After you've done this, etc., at the Grand Tour, you can go and have your lunch.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Right?
So it's the only reason you've come here, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Right, enjoy your day, so and once again, can I remind spectators, please keep the other side of the tape. As you might have noticed, these guys don't mess about when they set. I'm beginning to wonder about S. Lee here, but most of them will not hang about. Vauxhall Opel, driven by. How's it going?
The cars move by.
So, are you glad you came?
Better answer that tonight.
Enjoy your day, sir. Thanks very much. And away goes Aston. He nearly committed the discovery on that one, didn't he? Mad Mick Stafford, here he is. Are you Mad Mick? Put your visor up when you talk to me.
I think so. I think I'm certifiable.
Right, I'll just must ask a question since we get to I haven't got an entry list. Is this a Magnum?
No, this is a Chevrolet Forenza Can-Am. So it's basically a Vauxhall Forenza but with a Chevrolet Camaro engine and gearbox.
So it should go quite well?
Yeah, it's 555 brake. So it's pretty nifty. It's not bad.
And how's your co-driver doing?
Doing great.
She's looking very happy there. I notice she's dark glasses on, then she can't see what she's done it with. Being a Chevrolet, of course, it's technically still running the right make of engine. But this should prove extremely spectacular when it sets off. I think it's safe to say he's already warmed up the back tyres. Get ready for it. This should prove very spectacular. I'm hoping Mr. Whittington's getting this on video. Well done, sir. He's on his phone. You're a bit old for all this social media lot, you know. Three, 2, 1, away you go. Any of that when these electric things make an appearance? It'll be more spectacular watching your wife hoover the lounge. Or your husband. The last air horse, British Airways Air, or the hostess or hostesses or whatever. She started her career with the Wright brothers. There's a man here smiling a lot in a Toyota. Look at it. Hey. Well, I was, shall we say, being rude about certain things back then. But you look like you're enjoying yourself. So, and I'll talk to him later on. I mean, you're coming through here a few times. I want to get some fresh faces.
Okay, well.
Are you enjoying yourself?
This friend, Colin Rowe Jones.
Right. How's it going up to press?
Okay, yeah.
Did you enjoy last night in the darkness?
Very nice change, certainly.
You have to show all the modern drivers that you can actually drive rally cars in the dark.
Yeah. Well, you just have to have some good lights and you're away.
And how's your co-driver enjoying?
Yeah, Colin's perfect on the road back.
Right, doesn't say a lot about the face notes on that comment, does it?
You have to.
Driver, Jeff Twig, in a proper mini. Somebody's commented on my social media that I've slagged the BMW Mini off. Oh dear, what a pity, never mind, this is what they look like. Good afternoon, young man.
Good afternoon.
How's it going?
It's going fine. You have to remember this is a 1965 period car. So everything's about it 65. It's still got points. It's got a 3-synchro gearbox, no synchromesh on first gear. You do have to explain to the kids what that means because they don't understand it.
And is this inferior to the driver?
Yes, it is. I'm not. No.
It's coming from the co-driver here.
Yeah, this car I rallied back in the 70s.
Well done. Enjoy the rest of the day. I'll chat to you later on. Here he is, the one, the only Neil. Come on, it's Neil. Take it for a spin, Calvert. He might not be fast, but he's spectacular. How are you doing?
We're doing okay. How are you doing yourself anyway?
Not too bad, not too bad. I'm waiting for you. Justin's coming on my show on Wednesday, so you've been queued up to go again.
Yes, I believe so. Because I can't make it next week.
Oh, you're all right. I don't want. Justin said, I don't want that old crock on with me. I said, no, I can fully appreciate that. I said, because if he does, he'll probably blow something up and spin something.
Am I allowed to say that? Because we're from up north, am I allowed to say we're doing cracking?
Grand, your good lady wife's there, tapping you on your leg to tell you, you're ready to go. The one, the only Neil Calvert, Mark 1 Lotus Cortina. I watched him last week at Weston Park and Rednell Park. He is very spectacular. And of course, Mr. Bright. One of the happiest rally drivers you'll ever come across. How's it going?
I'm nervous.
You can't be nervous. You've been doing this for a long while.
I know, but I'm always nervous. I'm always worried something's going to go wrong, but I always do it. I always do it. I always come back.
I'm going to say you've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, relatively speaking, I've been messing around with this stuff since sort of the early 90s now. It's been a real blast all the way through. We've had our ups and downs, but you know, I want to keep going for as long as I can.
Right, by the way, if that's what you mean, when you get to the far end of here, please turn left.
Left, okay, you sure now?
It's a quick left and right. Well, no, and it's also nice to see the, do you mind if I say it's like a rag cottage? Right, keep an eye on Mr. Bright. It's always spectacular with Neil about the place. They're in there somewhere. Viking Motorsport. We shall chat at greater length with these later on. Are you enjoying your day in this exceptional piece of machinery?
Yeah, we are indeed. It's a fantastic event.
Good. I shall talk to you at greater length a little later on about what the Viking, well, we can't call them escorts, can we? They're Mark 1s and Mark 2s. So we will chat later on, but I can assure you, these are staggering pieces of machinery. Enjoy the rest of your day, sir. Ford Escort RS2000, driven by. Right. How's it handling on all these different types of surfaces?
It's going well. No, she's slip sliding, always a good opportunity to get it sideways. No, it's again nice and dry, so predictable.
And are you looking forward to driving on Mr. Clarkson's circuit?
Yes, yes. Yeah, that'd be interesting. What time we've got to beat?
Well, since he's driving Lamborghini tractors at the moment, it won't be difficult. Enjoy the rest of the day. We shall chat to you later on. Ryan Taylor and Lucy Wilding. That's, hey. Yeah, right, when I say she's looking a bit worse for her, is Lucy looking at that. How's it going?
It's been alright so far, yeah, we've had no problems.
How does a proper mini handle on all this stuff?
Very well. It's alright, firm set up the tarmac. Pretty much like a go-kart.
Right, in that case you'll be able to show Mr. Clarkson on the next stage how it really should be done.
With a bit of luck, we'll have a go. We'll put on the display anyway.
Thanks very much. We'll chat to you later on in the paddock over Lanchard. Right, we'll let a few more come through, and then we can have a chat with the rest of them in the paddock, which we will video and broadcast on the big screen, and then we can chat to one or two of the others when they come through later on this afternoon. That's provided I have every faith they will all come back this afternoon. Ford RS200. We shall chat later. Now, this is a look at this beautiful period Peugeot. I'm being pointed over here. The driver is somewhat bashful. Look at this shirt, tie, tweed jackets, waistcoats. Absolutely. You are, sir.
Well, my name's Hayden, but we were just out for an afternoon drive. We got caught up with all these nasty, horrible, smelly cars. We don't know what we're doing.
Vin rouge, ou beer, poisson.
Never drink and drive.
No, but you spill it, don't you? What year is this?
1952.
Absolutely delightful to see, gentlemen. Thank you very much for bringing it.
And it handles beautifully on the rough.
And column change, none of this four on the floor malarkey.
No. It's the only way to rally, you know.
And with your shopping in the back and everything else, well done, it's nice to see, chaps.
I'm listening. Each time we'll have a walk around the paddock and do it. That's alright with you. Because all of a sudden this will be about as much use as
Right, we're back. Chevette on the start line. Driven by M. Jones and C. Jones from Wales. Being called Jones in Wales does not allow you to narrow the field down very much. Astra, another RS 2000, driven by a likely couple here. Look at them. Look at these two. Driven by
the Count of Monte Carlo.
And co-driven by
the Countess of Monte Carlo.
And are we doing this for any, are we raising money or anything? Or are we that bad at this that we've had to disguise ourselves?
That bad at it, we'll have to disguise ourselves. We found them in a garage on the way to this.
What, the car or the masks?
The masks. And the car.
Are you enjoying yourself?
Mostly, fairly rough in parts, but yeah, having a good time. And long drive to Bristol this morning to come back to Oxford.
Well, you could be a bit rough because of all those peanuts you look like you've been consuming.
We'll get through those through the day, don't you worry about that.
Nice to see you chaps, enjoy yourself. Andy Sears and Josh Butley, who are you?
Hi, I'm Andy.
Right, how's it going?
Yeah, it's good so far. It's good. Last two stages were really rough, but enjoyable.
Well, after this one, which is a bit mixed, you've got Mr. Clarkson's Grand Tour circuit.
Good, a bit smoother. Good for these old cars.
Well, Cortina, I mean, which, don't mind me asking, which, oh, is it the GT?
Yeah, it's Mark II GT 1968.
Nice.
It's a finished car. So he bought it from
Yeah.
Nice to see you. You enjoy yourself, and we shall chat later this afternoon. Now, I am under strict instructions by Mr. Whittington that we have to talk to the chap driving the Stratos. You are, sir.
My name is Cathal Curdy from Northern Ireland.
And are you enjoying yourself?
I'm having a great ball.
Well done, because it's a bit of a religion over in Northern Ireland, is rallying.
Not among rally men, no. There's no religion between rally men. It's get all and take all with the rally men.
And it's safe to say you're not exactly in a car that is a shrinking violet.
I'm in a very dangerous car, and I have a very dangerous co-driver.
He's shaking his head. I don't think he believes you.
Well, he's very brave because he owns the car.
And he's let you drive it.
He's very brave to allow me into this seat, I can tell you. He's a brave man.
He's driving it because he's thinking about buying it, so that's the only reason he's driving it.
So it's a case of if you bend it, you bend it.
No, it's a case if I bend it, I run.
Enjoy yourself, sir. Now this should be extremely impressive setting off. Look, even start line marshal's smiling now. They're all smiling. Sponsored by the brand of cigarettes I used to smoke. But this should prove very impressive through this stage. No pressure on the driver, but Right, Austin Maestro, we'll chat to him later. Right, a 911, complete with Swickstill logos. Are you enjoying yourself?
Very much so, yeah. We've just done stage one for all that rough stuff, which is what this car's built for.
So, are you looking forward to driving the Grand Tour circuit?
Absolutely, yeah, not long now.
And then you'll be driving this afternoon back here. Is your co-driver enjoying?
Yes, she's very experienced too, thankfully. Even more so now.
So she hasn't got to the stage where she's realised that being sat there might not be a good idea with you behind the wheel?
No, she keeps calling for God, I don't know why.
That's tomorrow. It's only Saturday today. Enjoy the rest of your day, Tom. And I'll speak to you in the paddock as well. Take care. .911s. I have a soft spot for these. I used to be sat where the young gentleman sat. I haven't done it since 2008, but nothing sounds like a 911 when it's in a bad mood. One Ford Escort. Just checking which side the steering wheel's at. I've been thrown more than once today. How's it going?
Yeah, good.
Are you looking forward to this and then the Grand Tour circuit afterwards?
Yeah, it should be a good crack, that. Yeah, yeah.
Then back here for a little night luncheon.
Have we got any tyres left? Yeah.
Your co-driver is looking very cheerful about that.
Yeah, she's happy.
Are you?
Yeah, she's doing a grand job.
And the other thing is, I mean, these cars, the Escorts, they were built for this sort of thing, weren't they?
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Sorry. Right, enjoy the rest of the day and we shall chat a little later. He's back again. How many balls do you want at this? Yes, it's I'm surprised to see this. Look, they were 18-inch wheels this morning.
Yeah, he's very good at spinning the wheels. You don't have to drive it like that, but spectators like to see it.
And I mean, what's the point of something like this if you're going to drive it like this?
Exactly, that's the thing. We're here to enjoy ourselves, but to entertain the spectators. That's what it's all about.
Are you doing the stage again, or are you right back here for luncheon?
We are going back out again now, and then I believe we come back in, but it's luncheon somewhere in here.
It's down there. If you look down there, before you get to the little crossroads, there's a marquee up on your right hand side. That's luncheon.
Do we set off competitively now then and then slot right?
You can do that if you want, yeah. Competitive for about the next quarter mile and then a lot of brakes and turn right.
Thank you very much. We'll do that.
Enjoy yourself, sir, and we look forward to another very spectacular. Walker, what is the Great Chew stage like?
Well, it's not so bad at the start, but in the middle it gets really slippy and it's like a slimy surface. I think there's a few cars going off at the very end, or near one of the ends at the 90 right. We certainly were in that crowd.
But is it enjoyable?
Yeah, very enjoyable. It's just nice to be back in a proper car.
I keep saying that, people keep scowling at me for saying that. Nice to see you back. We'll chat at lunchtime, Louise. Thanks very much indeed. And I can assure you, if you've never met or had a chat with Louise Aitken Walker, please do so. One of the greatest, not just because she's a woman, but one of the greatest rally drivers the UK and Scotland has produced. So, very spectacular. She now enjoys a quiet life, back doing things with sheep. That's got Neil's interest. Driving number 3, the Salter Motorsport Mark II Escort. And the one thing is, don't be fooled, she will not be hanging about. Especially since there's a free lunch after this. So as I said, all the cars will come around again, and then they will stop for lunch. They will disappear to do a couple more stages elsewhere. Then they will be back this afternoon for the final Great Chew stage before they head off towards badminton school, and then culminate in the direction of Bristol, where they are having a presentation and a rally forum. So there you are, that is what will be happening for the rest of the day. So for the next few minutes I will shut up, much to the joy of many, and allow you to just enjoy watching some real classic rally cars come past with some top drivers. They may not do it for a living, but I can assure you these guys won't be hanging about. It's nice to watch things like Mark 1, Mark II Escorts, Minis, Anglias, Mr. Brighton in his Ragnotti tribute, Renault 5 Maxi Turbo, serious little cars. We never saw enough of them in England during the period, but it's nice to see these guys. So, from it's me, Mark Stone, for the next few minutes, thank you very much.
Keep your botty in you.
Yeah, well, it's gone cold. That's right.
Well, sorry. No, I mean there's some cracking cars, including yours.
Yeah, thank you. Well, it's a little bit different because it's not like your standard sort of rally car, not built for stage rallying.
No.
It's a more long distance, like the Lima to Cape Horn and Safari Rally Peking to Paris. I just wanted to have a shakedown.
Yeah, it's as good. I mean, it's as good as anything, isn't it?
Yeah, I was supposed to be. When they said that the first stage is rough and it's a car wrecker, I said, "All right, don't do it." I said, "That's exactly what I've come for."
Because apparently, was it the 944 Volta Roll?
Yes,
Porsche that you had before.
Yeah, well, it's a 924.
924.
Yeah, it was run by Jürgen Bath and Walters.
Oh yes.
Yeah, and they ran it 3 times.
It's a long while
in the
since I
Monte
thought of this
Carlo.
at all.
Yeah. So that car has moved on.
Yeah.
Because
you know, it had quite a lot of turbo lag, and I thought, I don't know, in the snow, because I'm going to do the Monte Carlo hopefully this year.
How long have you been rallying?
Oh, not long at all, really.
Oh.
I used to do rallycross years ago.
Yeah.
So I went and bought that car as an American import off a guy called Darryl Taylor, who's well known in rallying. And so I went there and bought that, and at the same time he said, "Do you want to do proper rallying?" And so it's not easy, Darryl, is it? I said, "Why not?" He said, "Well, for a start you need a co-driver."
Yeah.
"That's right, so I'll find you one of those." I said, "Then you need all the backup support." He said, "That's okay." He said, "We use Baz at Rally World."
Yeah.
He said, "Got a lovely Evo 6 RS," he said, "if you want one." So I went and saw him, bought a Porsche, and came away with a bloody Evo 6 as well. That saw me at Snetterton, I think, for the first time, with Fiona on the start line, the MSN Championship, having never been in a rally car before. It's like, God, talk about adrenaline. I mean, one hell of a thing every day.
But I mean, like the long distance rallies recreate what I call the true days of rallying, like the Liège, Rome, Liège, and things like that, where they rallied for 4 to 6 days, and if they were lucky, they got 30-minute sleeps or along the line.
Speaking to Paris, I mean, that's 6 weeks. 9,000 miles, I think. They keep just cancel it again, haven't they? For China. But they're supposed to be doing one round just in Mongolia.
Yeah.
So they start one big loop, 6,000 kilometres. It's a big rally. And then they come back to the capital, and then they go again on a smaller loop through where Genghis Khan was.
Oh, right. We have the car taken there. Are you likely to drive it there?
No, it's an amazing thing, you just containerise it, and fly out, join the car, and I was at that thing at Bicester not so long ago where I met all the hero mechanics and stuff, and so you've got a whole lot of backup, you've got doctors and everything what you need. So it's not as dangerous as it might first be. And we'll see. You've got to carry all your own spares. So in a 911, there's not a lot of space for that.
Well, I mean, back in the day, they used to put a roof rack on to carry the spare wheels and everything else, so it wasn't unusual to see. But I mean, you probably know, back in the day, Porsche, like when they did the Tour de Florida, drove them from Stuttgart to Weissach, or wherever they built them, down to Sicily, raced them, and drove them home, provided they had to throw them off. But yeah, they used to drive them all over the place.
Not many people know as well, the first forays into motor racing with Porsche was rallying.
Apparently. I once had a chat with Alan de Cadenet, because one of the 911s I was heavily involved with had been driven by de Cadenet in the Tour de Florida. And I said, what was the great thing about the 911? He said, you could drive it there, you could drive it back, you could race it, you could go shopping in it, you could sleep in it, and if you met any of the ladies, you could do other things.
Well, I'm going to drive that home tomorrow. Drove it here. Because when you start trailering stuff, it becomes a right back then, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I feel as it's not competitive.
Well, that's the one great thing about these, they're non-competitive, so you're not snowed down by rules. It's just as good. It's just nice and relaxing to watch some proper cars out there.
Yeah, no, it's a nice, good turnout, isn't it? Weather's been kind. I don't know how many cars.
I think there's about 50 odd.
Is there?
Yeah. It's surprising. I think the problem was last week at Rally Revival. We were quite soon doing that. And do this. And I think they have problems. So they dropped dead.
I find an awful lot of stuff clashes, it seems.
Yeah. Well, I think the thing is, with what's going on at the moment, people are trying to get events out so they can go and do something.
It's all sort of compacted, isn't it? Because so much is cancelled.
Anyway, sir, thank you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Right. I shall be in touch.
Brilliant. That'd be great.
On to the next.
Can I give you that?
You can give me that.
Because if you use that as a microphone, I can then get a better sound.
Right.
On the next ones. I'll follow you around.
Right. I'm looking for Neil Calvert. Maybe we could do with a chat with with Louise Aitken Walker. She is about.
She is. I saw her at the burger bar.
Right. I think she's still in there.
Yeah.
Soslow said, if I find Neil Calvert, I'll also find Louise Aitken Walker. So we better start strolling. She's driving the Salter Motors Ford Escort.
which is this Mark II.
Start eating the car, they'll come back.
I'm going to say they're not buying it. The thing is, because there's been delays due to roadworks and various other things. Of course, they're running. It's add 40 minutes to the times. So technically, they should have finished about 20 to 4 this afternoon. It'll be about 4:20 to 4:30 by the time the last cars come through. Great Chew. So, and of course, we have the bad Irishman driving the Stratos. That's good fun. That's the owner of the The owner of the Stratos is co-driving it because Mr. Cahill that owns it, that's driving it, is thinking of buying it.
Yeah.
And he said this morning, he was chatting to Gary there, and he said, the only reason I'm doing this is because I'm mad.
Isn't that the best way?
That's got to be the best way. I mean, over there we've got the Roger Clark Stuart Pegg Cossack sponsored Escort.
That's the original car.
That's the original. I mean, that's one of the one things. Cossack. That's when men used to have hairspray. I mean, that's not something I'm exactly in requirement of at the moment. But yes, it was. I can remember my dad used to use Cossack hairspray. It was manly hairspray.
I remember Brute.
Remember Brute? Yeah, we had Henry Cooper and everybody else. But yes, I mean, there's a nice selection of cars.
There's the owner of the RS200 just there.
Right. I'm just worried that if we start talking to him, we'll miss one or two of the other ones. Yeah. I'll tell you what, follow me. We'll go and see if we can lasso. Mug somebody. There's Mr. Nash over there chatting.
We tried putting a single crease on it, but
Is she in there? Yes. Wrong one. Louise, can I grab a quick interview, please? No.
After he said, well, sir, how are we this morning? I says,
Well, I looked in and we've got a helmet on and everything else.
You called him Michelle, did you?
Yeah, no. Nor did I ask how the swimming lessons were going.
Yeah, you've watched that video many times.
Seriously, Louise Aitken-Walker, are you enjoying yourself?
I am. I'm really having a happy time. Weather's good, the car's going really well, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
And as you said earlier on when you were on the start line, after I mistook you, my apologies. It's nice to be back behind the wheel of a proper car.
Yeah, an old-fashioned car. That's how they should be driven, and that's how they should look and handle.
And, I mean, you were extremely successful, actually, in a front-wheel drive car, although you're driving rear-wheel drive. Just very quickly, I mean, what do you think of today's stages, and what's your opinion of modern rallying?
Well, I can't say very much because everybody has their own opinion. They're free to have their own opinion, but I would far rather be happier in a car like this Mark II Escort than one of the new ones today. I think there's a lot. Look at the people that can get involved in these cars. It's like Formula One with the rally car now, isn't it? It's difficult to get in a team. You can't just muck in.
I must confess, I find modern Formula One wearisome.
Oh well, but I just think that these cars they have been fun. They've missed the best of what rallying used to be, you know.
And the other thing is, the cars that you're driving today, people recognise them. They looked like they used to do in the showrooms to a degree.
Yeah. I mean, these cars they're great to drive sideways, whatever. They're forgiving cars, and they entertain the crowds without a doubt. So what's the best to look at, you know?
True. So, but it must make a pleasant change from your now relatively quiet life in Scotland to keep coming and doing this.
Yeah, I mean, this is a one-off, but my daughter started to drift, which is a bit alarming, and everybody doesn't like drifting, but you know, there's skill in that as well, and it's a great day's entertainment. So,
has she picked up a tyre sponsor?
No, not yet. She doesn't need to yet. She's not going hard enough yet.
Louise Aitken-Walker, thanks very much for joining me. Cheers, thanks. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, I need a picture of me and Louise. So, we shall carry on for a little while.
guy in the Stratos.
Yep.
Cathal Curley.
Hello.
Hello, we're back. You're being videoed this time.
Oh, then where'd I put in my teeth? How are you doing?
Not so bad. Are you enjoying yourself?
Anything that I've come to in the UK has been extremely enjoyable. I was at the over last year at the Mintax. We had a wonderful time. I have a wonderful owner of this very precious car here, which I have to drive with special consideration to getting to the end in its present shape, rather than getting to the end and it looking like a bean tin that was opened, you know. So we have to be careful, but thank heavens it's not a speed job. You can have a bit of fun without getting too reckless, you know. But it's wonderful, and the people, honestly, the friendliness of the people, the competitors, and the marshals and everyone associated with the rally. I mean, it's really a pleasure to be here, and Tim Nash deserves every ounce of credit for his efforts, you know. I mean, it's absolutely wonderful.
I'm going to say you're driving a Stratos. What are they like to drive?
Well, a bit like a bull in a china shop sometimes, you know. If you treat it with respect, it's okay. If you try to do fancy things with it, it's not okay, and the owner goes unconscious. So we don't want to be responsible for fatalities of any kind, whether it's a car fatality or it's a human fatality. So I have to drive according to my instructions from my very generous and very brave owner, Jerry.
Yeah, because I notice he hasn't given you any camel overalls to wear. He's not that confident.
Well, he said that they didn't have anything in my size.
They didn't do children's sizes.
I'm a pretty petite type of guy, you know, not too big, not too wide, not too tall, you know.
Cathal Curley, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much, young man, and enjoy the rest of your day.
And a pleasure for me too, I can assure you.
The original venues, lots of the original venues are still there, and you can still use them. So that is Rally of the Test is basically what the RAC Rally was derived from. So I can assure you, as they go around, they will get a bit quicker coming through. But once you've seen each car pass you twice, that will be it. So, and since I can't actually stand and chat to them, because when they go past, they won't be stopping, I shall leave you to enjoy the cars as each one comes past. Yes, we know these drivers, most of these drivers, well, all the drivers, today's drivers have paid to be in their cars because invariably they own them. So if you Google Lombard Rally 2021 or Lombard Rally Bath 2021, you will find
Nearly done
doing something.
Right, okay.
You've got something.
Barry Clark, Memorial Cup, presented by Peter Clark. Barry Dawson. Some of you may know Barry. Barry had been in rallying for a very long time, been around for a very long time. Sadly, we lost Barry earlier in the year. So Peter and I thought it would be a nice thing to do at these events from here on to have this vote and to commemorate Barry. And so, Richard, you're the first one.
Yes, well, that's a lot of people that we know the names, but we've met them, and it's been a fantastic event. We've really enjoyed it.
Good. Thank you again for coming down.
Thank you so much.
Anna Mawson's name. The other thing I did want to say was, when I came up with the idea of doing this, I thought that there'd be maybe 25 or 30 people who'd be daft enough to get in their cars and come to Bath and do what we did. I think one of the things I wanted to do, particularly, was to commemorate the old RAC rally as it was, and rallying as people of some of us at age remember and enjoy. And I think the important thing was that we enjoyed it. if we came off the stage with a smile on our face, that showed that we'd enjoyed it. And so one of the things that I wanted to do with putting these events on was to do that, to bring rally cars first of all to places that they don't go these days, for one reason or another, whether there's not the right venues or whether people just don't want to run the events. But also to put enjoyment back, so that people could have fun, not have to look at a clock, but just enjoy what they were doing, and hopefully have people look at the carnival. Initially, I must admit, I didn't expect spectators to be interested, but plainly they are, and to put those cars in front of people who wouldn't see them, maybe again to put smiles on their faces. And the one thing I do want to say is that I was amazed at the end of various stages today how many people came out of the stages with smiles on their faces, and at Great Tube with the spectators, how many smiles there were there. So thank you all for doing that, the spectators. So, thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, I was here to be a few people. So anyone who's not over the age of 70, I'd appreciate it if they'd leave the room. I will go back to speaking to people and about people. Prior to that, I just want to thank Tim for the event he put on. There's a lot of work goes on into these events behind the scenes. We take a lot of it for granted, me included, but there's a lot of organisation, a lot of time, a lot of sweat, and as you can see, a lot of problems. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. I competed with the great Roger and Russell Brooks and Tony Pond, Barry Lee, and sometimes they beat me and sometimes I beat them. We won the Circuit of Ireland, we won Donegal 3 years running, we won the Ulster. We won the Bank International, Roger was in it. It wasn't easy to beat. But the other thing I want to say is that it's appreciated, all you people, and the smiles on all you people. And it's a fun time, and it's a fun time for everyone, except the lack of time. The other thing I want to say is there's a gentleman here called Jerry Bailey. And not alone is he a gentleman, but he's very, very, very brave. He offered me he offered me a drive in his Lancia Stratus, and I'm really stuck for words, and I'm not normally stuck for words, but I would just like to sincerely thank Jerry for the courage, the patience, and the temperament that he showed all day whenever I was trying to drive his Stratus. And just to say to everyone here, thank you very much for having me. It was a pleasure. And I would like to invite anyone here who is of a vintage type to come to Ireland to some of our deja vus. They're absolutely fabulous. And you will be more than welcome, I can assure you. I look forward to seeing some of you anyway. Serious, great event, all fun from start to finish. Again, I'll just finish by thanking Ted for having me, thanking Louise for sitting beside me, and Pauline sitting on the other side to make sure I behaved myself. And thank you very much for the patience in listening to me. Thank you.
Before we go back to eating, drinking and chatting, perhaps we'll just ask Castle to tell us about what happened last time you drove Strata.
Well, I would be delighted to tell you, provided someone switches the lights out. The last time I drove a Stratus, I drove it for Checkered Flag. But the Stratus that we started with in Checkered Flag
was a Stratus that was equipped with Fiat 127 calipers in this. Now, I don't know how many people here are familiar with a Fiat 127, but it's a little bubble car. And Ron Pallet, who is a mechanic in Checkered Flag, suggested to me that we put air ducts opposite the front calipers to increase the airflow. 3 pumps and the pedal went to the ground. We went to Ypres in the car, and honestly, no bullshit, the only way I could get it stopped at speed was to jam it in second gear, let the clutch out and trail the two back wheels. That is an absolute fact. So I eventually went back to Graham Warner, who was a lovely man, and I said, Graham, I'm not driving that car. And I said, there's no one else who will be able to drive it either. And Per Wolfenson, who was Finnish, tried the car in the forest, and he just said, no, I can't drive that car, it won't stop. On top of that, the suspension damping, it would remind you of a go-kart. There was no damping in the suspensions. So Ron Pallet, who was the chief mechanic, finished up on John Watson's Formula 1 crew, put the car in the trailer and took it to Turin in Italy. Stripped it beside the Works car. At this stage, I had acquired a 911. When he stripped the car, he found that the Works car that was just having won the Monte Carlo Rally, found that the brakes were those of a Fiat 125, which was a big saloon car, you know, the Sierra type car. And the calipers and the discs were off that same vehicle. And the damping was 3 inches, and our damping was a half an inch. It would just remind you of a go-kart, and then you couldn't get it stopped. Now, to drive that car in Donegal in that condition, the very least you would have had to do was make a will. Because there's a fair chance you weren't going to see tomorrow, you know. So I packed in the Stratus. Ron Pallet took it to Turin, as I told you. He had the proper brakes on it, got the proper suspension in it, and I suppose at that stage, the likes of Billy Coleman and the guy that drove for Checkered Flag, what do you call him? Andy Dawson drove the car, but the car was, and I'm not making excuses, because we proved our ability. The car was not drivable in the state I got it. And when Andy Dawson and Billy Coleman were driving it, it was a completely different car, and it was a super car. I drove it once, testing it, and it was just chalk and cheese. It was a completely different car altogether. But I had the pleasure of driving for Datsun and the RAC, and I'll tell you a funny story now, seeing as I have your attention, because you're an absolutely wonderful audience. You know, I mean, I could stand here all night telling like what was I going to tell you? Oh, the Datsun and the RAC. Yeah. Chris Slater was the manager for I'm sure many of you here remember Chris Slater. He was the manager for Datsun, for their works or for their competition cars, and they got me over to drive 240Z in the RAC, and I was speaking to Bruno Osmond, who was also driving one, and I actually know the guy fairly well at the time. I knew him well. And I said, what do you make of these cars? I haven't spent a lot of time in them. And he says, I'll tell you exactly what I think about them. Well, I said, that's nice. He said, could you imagine a cat? I said, what do you mean a cat? A pussycat? Yes, he said, a pussycat. Could you imagine a pussycat trying to stop on wet lino? I said, yeah. Well, he said, That's your 240th then. You might as well be trying to stop a cat on that lino as trying to stop the 240th then. We drove it and we were in the top bracket in the RAC because it was a good car. But our front wheel bearings packed in. So every 2 or 3 stages we had to change the front wheel bearing on the right side. We went through 4 sets of wheel bearings and eventually there wasn't any left. And Chris came along to me and he said, listen, you just may pack it in because it's going to be dangerous. If you drive that car on, it's either going to shed the front axle or your wheel's going to fall off or you're going to have a bar off. So I said, right, okay, if that's the situation with you, we just park it. And that was my experience with Chris later in the RAC. But I got back at him again because I hammered him right, left and centre in the Manx International. so I asked him after the Manx International, had he replaced any more front wheel bearings for the car. Anyway, listen, thanks awfully for having me, and thanks awfully for listening to me. I appreciate it.
Car number 3. Good afternoon, sir. Are you enjoying yourself? Good God. It's the one, the only. It's Louise Aiken Walker. Come on, I didn't recognise you with all the gear on.